Now a News Channel exclusive. A social media search warrant has sparked a legal battle in Santa Barbara. University of California police are trying to gain access to two social media accounts linked to pro-Palestinian protests at UC Santa Barbara. News Channel reporter Mina Wahab joins us. And Mina, you have an exclusive look at what took place inside a packed courtroom in Santa Barbara today.
A copy of the search warrant shows UC police are investigating what they allege are felonies, including vandalism, burglary, conspiracy, and even kidnapping. The investigation centers around the occupation of Gravets Hall back in June. And this warrant is raising serious concerns about freedom of speech and the right to protest. Friday morning, dozens of people came to a hearing at the Santa Barbara Courthouse to protest what they say is a violation of their First and Fourth Amendment rights. UC police are seeking a search warrant that would grant full access to two social media accounts, UCSB Liberated Zone and Say Genocide UCSB. Police argue they need access to the accounts to investigate possible crimes related to the occupation of Gravets Hall in June, which came amid protests against Israel's destruction of Gaza.
Those protests can be disorderly and they can even be disruptive, but they should be tolerated and even encouraged in a free society.
UC police say protesters at Gravets Hall caused over $45,000 worth of damages, including destroying a lock and an HVAC unit, and creating a mock demonstration of war-torn Gaza inside a classroom.
Say Genocide UCSB account says, "We have taken Gravets Hall. It is very clear that the people doing the unlawful occupying of that building, where all the criminal activity then subsequently occurred, including vandalism, was individuals associated with that group."
Defense attorneys argue the occupation of Gravets is at most a misdemeanor trespassing charge. But District Attorney Anthony Davis says there's a way to charge what seems like a misdemeanor as a felony.
Conspiracy to commit a misdemeanor can be charged as a felony. That's in the code. We've actually done it a number of times.
Protesters were also accused of kidnapping a custodian inside the building. But Steele says these claims are baseless.
The probable cause statement says, oh, the janitor was afraid, is meaningless unless there's an allegation that somebody moved the janitor. And that allegation is not there.
The search warrant police are seeking wouldn't just give police access to the two social media accounts. It would give them the names and IP addresses of every single person who has interacted with the accounts, including non-followers who happen to look at the posts.
That's a dictatorship. That is the Soviet Union. That is Nazi Germany. That is, you name the dictatorship in our history. That's what that is. That is not America.
Defense attorney Addison Steele says the search warrant is flawed in that it makes the assumption, without supporting evidence, that the information gathered from the two social media accounts will show a connection to the people who occupied Gravets Hall. Steele also says police are casting too wide of a net.
It's difficult for me to imagine something more un-American than saying everybody who looked at this particular item of political speech, an Instagram page that's engaged in political speech, that we're going to give your name to the police so that they can come to your house, call you up, pull you into the police station to interrogate you because you engaged in passively observing constitutionally protected free speech.
But Davis argued in court they need all the tools at their disposal.
You need that information initially in order to get to the identity of the people who are actually involved in the takeover. Right? I think
you need to know everybody who looked at the posts.
Well, that's collateral information.
Judge Pauline Maxwell hopes both sides can find common ground.
I am concerned about it being overbroad, so I hope that we can protect people's privacy interests and further justice in the case as well.
As you can see, this is already a case that's generating a ton of interest, and a follow-up hearing will be held December 20th at the Santa Barbara County Courthouse. Back to you, Scott.